What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. It was supposed to come on 5 minutes ago. I finally got my iPad. Yay! Because I want to scream here, but child, we gonna get into some things and then we'll be right back with more. I am going to go ahead and play the intro and I'll be back. I can put in the words out. Where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody don't love me like you can. Even deny it every time I try it. When I look in my eyes, you know I'm lying. Alright, what's good? What is up? What is poppin'? Welcome back to my channel. Now, I wanted to do this video for a very, very long time. And the reason why I wanted to hop on this video is because I've been seeing a lot of things happen with black moms that are so very important. And I don't want single mothers and single fathers to think that they have to rush into these relationships and put themselves in a predicament like Brianna or King of Queens or the Trophy Wife. Okay, I don't want people to think that those things are okay. And we're gonna get into it. So we're gonna be talking about Brianna. We're gonna be talking about them all. But first, before I get into it, I did a reaction to Love at the Lockup. Now, Teenie decided to come out and state everything that was going on with her relationship with Kate, which is Rob's mom. And shout out to Reality TV on Instagram. Recaps, she does it all. She even go live on her IG. So shout out to her. You guys go follow her. Now, this is what Teenie had to say about last night. She says, the scene was extremely distasteful. I agree. Here's a few bullet points that I only want to type. 1, so please screenshot and share as needed. 1, up until the day of filming, Rob's mom had not said 2 words to him because when we went to visit her, she needed money. Now, a lot of people did say they hear her say that during that scene when she was talking to him and they were talking that she was asking for money. That's exactly what they heard, her say. And then she also says he said we didn't have it, and then she became even more mad when she found out we went to lunch with his dad. She got in her car, locked the door, and wouldn't say anything to him. She didn't try calling nor texting to express how she felt. She says it for the camera. This brings me to my next point. Second, every single time the TV show has caught the film with her, she made it film no issue, yet had every excuse under the sun as to why she couldn't make it to a single visit. Third, unbeknownst to you, I was cued off camera by the producer to intervene and ask why would she say that about me. Otherwise, I was going to hush and let her continue to vid, hoping that it would fix the underlying issues between her and Rob. Her attitude in response is what threw me for a loop, because, girl, we were just cool. You hugged me, my kids, and my mom and said, I love you. 4, me rushing her in her face is something I had okay, this is what she said now, because she lied to say she didn't. Something I had to have done out of emotion because TBH, I truly didn't recall that until it aired. That was my bad, and I'll eat that. Now, Teenie, you did sit here in front of everybody and say that you did not match that lady in her face. That's exactly what you said. And she said, I always welcomed his mother with open arms. Okay, that's exactly what you said, Teenie. You say you didn't mush that lady in her face, but you did. Okay, she said, I've always welcomed his mother with open arms, and she's managed to spit in my face every single time. Now, she's not saying physically spit in her face, but attitude-wise spit in her face. She said, baby, I'm tired, and that itch get old. And as a result, her and I will never be in the same setting again. The issues between her and Rob run deeper than me. I was just a candle on a already baked cake. With that being said, enjoy the remainder of the season. Thanks for reaching out. Girl, ain't no more remainder of the season unless we get in a second 2B or something. And I think we are because Yana, shout out to Yana. Okay, so Yana had to be looking on here because I go live over there on Facebook too. And Yana said y'all been calling for the queen. Yes, Yana, girl. If you don't bring up that for the part 2, I know it's gonna be a part 2 season. And like I said, Love After Lockup, please give us a reunion. It is much needed because the tea going on with everybody is too much. I'm feeling we might. All right, so let's get into what we're gonna talk about. I have called this quick relationships, toxic relationships. Okay, I've been meaning to do this and I've been trying to get it right. Hopefully I can screen mirror with you guys and show my TikTok with some of the videos of some of these content creators. These 3 women, Rose, Brianna Battle, and trophy wife, aka Isis, aka Paloma, and we're going to get into the divorce and the child abuse documentation, the things I found out about. Trophy wife going to be our last topic to talk about because there's a lot of things I found out about with another content creator, and shout out to her on YouTube. I found out, I think her name is Sunday. I hope I said her name right, but I found out about her husband being married to 3 different times, and she was the 3rd wife. Both his first and second marriage were Indians, and he did not have children with them. We get a look into the marriage of allegedly, from what people are saying, that this is what him and the trophy wife does. They get very nasty with their arguments. And we're going to get into the divorce affidavit. I do have it. And then we're going to talk about Brianna. Now, I don't know if Brianna Battle had her child yet, her kids, sorry. We say child, and I'm going to tell you why I said child. I went and looked on Facebook, and I'm not going to lie to you. It said baby, so I'm not sure if she is carrying twins. And the reason why I say that, and it's not to knock her down, maybe there's a baby hiding. Sometimes the babies do be hiding behind in the uterus. It does happen, coming this time. Well, black women, we all say that we do hide. We got a lot of things going on and they don't listen, okay? And I don't want people to take sides, but I'm just being logical as a mother with, a child and experiencing stillborn. I have noticed and paid attention to women saying they do hide. But I would like to say this, for her to be a smaller figure woman, and I know this ain't the best picture. I would try to be funny, but I kind of would. Her stomach should be bigger than what it is. Her stomach should be bigger than what it is. But before we go into that, we're going to go into this. And we're going to start of how I feel like all these women are tied into basically being on the same page, the same level of thought as women, as single mothers who let the society decide to, or single parents, because there are some single dads who have done this too, and they're very, the dads are a little more cautious, but still, they're learning too. I feel as though she met him. Okay, so let's get into her timeline of her relationship from her first 3 kids, dad, to Robert, to Janelle. Okay, we're going to get into it. All right? We're going to get into everything else. Now, we're going to put this picture back up because it looks tasteful. I can't stand to look at the other one. No shade. Okay, so right now she's expecting. Now, Brianna was with Janelle for a year, right? Okay. Now, when she first got with her 3 older kids' father, okay, I'm going to tell y'all how this all tie in. Brianna met him and had their first children between the ages of 16 to 19. 16 to 19, because Josh is 17. So when she got with him, I believe she did come out and said that they were married or they were dating, and it was very abusive. That was the storyline, right? She was by herself for a while, dating whatever she does, and then she met Robert. She got with Robert, okay, and had a child with Robert. Robert, remember, Robert didn't say he didn't want no kids. We all know backstory. She got Robert, didn't say she want no kids, okay. Then all of a sudden she met Janelle. Her and Janelle were not together for a almost, well, now they're together for a year while pregnant. But Janelle was acclaimed abusive like Robert. But in the midst, she got pregnant with the twins before their year anniversary. Okay, so that is her backstory. Now, a lot of people don't believe she is expecting. Now, Brianna has came out first of all, and said that she was expecting. Brianna has also came out and said that Janelle was very abusive. Brianna has also came out. I mean, and when I heard about Paloma, aka Isis, aka Trophy Wife, you know, they're good at saying people are jealous of them, the same as Rose Miller, Rose of Kings and Queens. We're gonna get into that. And you know, it's very funny how it's all tied into the same thing. So when I sit here and look at it, we're gonna start with Brianna first. Brianna has made this wave of women to come out with things and then go back to their partner. The only thing is Isis didn't go back to her partner because of the abuse. And we're gonna get into that. But Brianna since has basically called people jealous of her and all of these things with her relationship. Okay, the reason, and I'm going to tell you guys at the end why I believe they're all the same, right? So let's get into Rose Miller. This gonna all make sense while I'm doing it like this. Rose Miller, girl, this is a nasty little trot. Rose Miller attitude is disgusting. Rose Miller is another ISIS without the essaying abuse. And if you're triggered, I'm sorry. I would, if you can't watch it, that's fine. But it's going to be some triggering things in this video. Rose Miller has two children with the two older boys in the middle, or with her first marriage, Adonis. Okay. Now, her and Adonis has since divorced. Her and Adonis have basically, you know, sat here, and he's married to a woman named Champagne, very beautiful woman. They're supposed to be in the process of getting divorced, but I just don't see that. I think they just need some space and time because there's a lot of things going on in Rose. She say Rose ain't the problem, but I feel like to Adonis, Rose is making his life a living hell, and we just gonna call it what it is. So she met this guy named Brett. Rose was a stripper at the time. After her and Adonis broke up, got a divorce, she met Brett. Her and Brett were not together that long before they got married and have two children. Now, it has come out that Brett does not like Rose's two oldest boys. There are things in the videos where we have seen a Brett basically get a burrito for the other children. And then we also see Brett has pushed one of the kids. We've seen her go to Hawaii to have a CPS case open. Like, it's a lot going on. We've seen her cuss her mother out all on, baby. Like, that was a mess. So I'm gonna do some screen memory, Mary, in a few. But Brett is who she calls her white king, and she downplay black men. Now, she's told us she's in a hypergamous relationship, meaning Brett makes six figures and he takes care of her, the children, and the bills, right? This is what she tells everyone. Let me see if I can get my screen on. So everyone is kind of like, okay, like, well, you know, basically. Hold on. If I can't do it, then I might just go ahead and get my phone and let you guys hear it. Hold on real quick. And I'm going to go into my TikTok and I'm going to let it play because my screen mirror is a little, mirroring is a little slow because I guess I got a lot of things on here. But she's basically has, this is what she said, okay? These are her words, they not mine. She said, I'm not rich, childless auntie during the holidays. I'm that auntie that all the kids love, but none of their mamas can stand, that lives across the country. That think that I'm all that because I married a white man. Girl, please. So Rose has called this man her white king. Rose has came on and she deleted a lot of her videos. If you notice, Rose has came on to social media and so I see a lot basically said hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Basically said that, you know, he don't pay anything. She met him in the basement on the floor and all this jazz. And a lot of people was like, what? And so she said, oh, it's fake. Oh, it's not true. And yeah, that's what she said. And it came out to where she takes care of everything. So I'm gonna now she did an interview with Tasha K where Tasha K was telling her like, why do you downplay, and she still downplay black men of some sort. And it's came out. Let me see if I can let it play while y'all sit here. Other things that she had say. So this is what happened. Now I'm gonna play this video. She tried to delete this video, and it shows how basically, you know, he ran up on her one day and Brett went to jail. So we got to. Oh shit! Hold on. Let's see if I can get it. There's somebody saying that it's the wrong video. But basically, she was on live. And he sat there and ran up on her. They were arguing on live, and he ran up on her. Let me see if I can find the original video. If it hasn't been taken down, because no one can find it, obviously. There's a couple of content creators that have it. Sparked controversy. And she said that Rose went on to say that the reason why she basically wrote, okay, Brent went to jail for 24 hours for child abuse and domestic violence. I think that's what they said. Because in the live, he also pushed a little boy out the way. Now, she went on to say that was her man. She had a little black guy, whatever, walking around saying people are jealous of her because she lives in Hawaii and they can't afford to live in Hawaii. She went on to basically say that if somebody run up on her, you know, somebody run up on you in your relationship, you cut them down. That's what she said. You cut them down like a tree. That's what she said. So for her to have this rich, supposedly, relationship. Okay, this is what she says. Hold on.
This whole time I've been lying to my husband with this fraudulent marriage certificate.
That's her pranks that she does. That's what she does. All fake marriage certificates, this and that. Where is the Tasha K interview? I want to play a little clip, but let me see if I can find it. Rose have meltdowns on live. She has been going into it with Judge Fifi, who she hired to send stuff to people. Yeah. She hired to send stuff to people. She also basically has doxed people, tried to take people's channels down for saying the stuff that she has originally done. Let me see. If I can find it. If I can't find it, y'all can go on Reddit or YouTube. I'll put down some of the YouTubers that have it. No, that's not it. I can't find it at all. Oh. But yeah, that's exactly what's been going on. She's been going into it with Tasha Mob, who is her favorite nemesis. Favorite nemesis.
Popular influencer from the YouTube channel.
I can't find it, but we're gonna find the one with her and Tasha K. So she did after that. Tasha K had something to say about when she found out about Rose and Brent's situation. And everybody was tagging Tasha like, Tasha, do you have anything to say? Tasha, can you talk about it? Tasha K, did you hear about it? Tasha K, did you hear about how he jumped on that girl? Like a lot of things. And Tasha K basically said, well, they're supposed to be your white king. Tasha K said, girl, please, I don't want to hear nothing that's supposed to be a white king. And she right. She went around telling everybody that was a white king. And now, and side note, she has called CPS on the stepmother. She's even had one of the children cuss the stepmother out on a live. Yes, it's ridiculous. So I feel like ISIS and Rose and all them the same because of the same thing. Now let's get into ISIS. Like, this is a mess. This is ISIS. Isn't she beautiful? So side note, if you are triggered by SA and you are an SA victim, first of all, I do want to send my prayers to you, and I hope that this video does trigger you. Hey, I'm sorry. This is ISIS. I couldn't find a video of ISIS' husband. This is ISIS. So ISIS came out to social media, and I'm going to play a little off my phone. ISIS came out to social media that her husband, who she was married to, who pays all the bills, as she says, who takes care of her. Now, there's nothing wrong with a man taking care of home, but ISIS met this man. Okay, so we're going to get into it. ISIS has 2 children from a previous relationships. The first baby father she had dealing with in high school, allegedly he was older than her, and they had their first son together. Her second baby daddy, who she's been going on here claiming he's a bum and this and that, he has, and he's not. Everybody came to find that out. She has her second son with him. Okay, he is now remarried. He has been trying to get the children from ISIS when allegedly he's been hearing about them going back and forth in court about domestic issues. Okay, now then within after they broke up, she went on a dating site and she met this man, which is her husband, who she was dating with for 2 to 3 months. Okay, 2 to 3 months. They met. At first, he didn't like her children. They, got back together, and then, he's wooing her, taking her out. They're having a conversation. Basically, he's telling her she can move in with him because she told him her lease is going to be up soon, and she can move in with him. And this for now, she and her husband love to listen to Karen Samuels and all the Red Pillars. And then all of a sudden she started listening to Shira 7. Now Shira 7 is a sprinkle lady, and Shira 7 was giving her advice and she didn't listen to that advice. So she would have, ISIS made this channel about being with a hypergamous man. Okay. And she was talk about it, and therefore this and that. Let me see if I can find the video. And she then comes to these are the things that she was posting.
Don't deserve to be a trophy if you're looking ashy, okay? Men pay attention to these things. If you have arm hair, look at your arms right now. If there's hair on your arms, shave it off.
This is her content, y'all.
Work. I'm still going to be rocking Chanel and driving a Porsche. So, as we know, most men don't prefer to date women that have already had children with somebody else. When I changed her, she was red and very sensitive. My first thought was, did someone touch her? I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you?
Now, this is what she's telling about what happened to her 4-year-old daughter. Like I said, if this trigger you, you can leave, come back, whatever you like. And I'm going to play the rest of the video.
And she ended up saying it was daddy. It's like I built this channel and this whole brand around being this man's wife, and so I don't know what the future of this channel is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to change the name or what. You don't deserve to be a trophy if you're looking ashy, okay? Men pay attention to these things. If you have arm hair, look at your arms right now. Learning quickly that everything that glitters is not gold, I happened to come across Shira 7 on YouTube, and she completely changed my life. And she basically taught me what a high value man.
Now, when y'all heard that screaming in the background, that is one of her children in the background. We're going to get into that.
And it is, and what to look for when trying to find a husband. So I ended up taking my sister's advice and signing up for eHarmony. I think the second person that I matched with was the man I'm married to now, my husband. And it was very different. My husband and I had a 20-year age gap, and he was not the first older man that I dated. And so when I met my husband, I knew right away almost, and people say that, but it was definitely true. I know it sounds cliche. Just from our first date, it just felt natural. I felt like I just had known this person already. It was so comfortable. So we went to a really nice eating restaurant, and it was great. It was an amazing first date. And mind you, I think we both were kind of just dating different people at the time. And that's definitely something that I recommend if you're looking to, find a husband. It's not just dating one person at a time. It's not going to throw your eggs in one basket. But we had a great first date. And I think he ended up asking me to be his girlfriend on the first date. And I said I would think about it. I'm not just going to agree to be your girlfriend just after meeting you, because I know that you just want to be your girlfriend. So
red flag.
So I didn't agree, and we both were, we were talking, but then for some reason we kind of stopped talking for a little while, and we both were dating other people and doing our own thing, and then I had gotten into a serious relationship with somebody, and I ended up falling for the girlfriend trap, but that guy had really been investing a lot into me and doing a lot for me, so I kind of felt like I had to agree to be his girlfriend, because he asked me multiple times, and I finally agreed. So after me and him broke up, it didn't feel good. It didn't feel like a family, the kind of family that I was wanting, so I ended up breaking up with him, and we were living together. And I just packed up my stuff and left. And it was crazy because the next day, my husband, my now husband, reached out to me and was like, hey, how are you doing? And I told him, I just got out of a relationship, and I kind of told him a little bit about why. And he was telling me, oh, those are my boys, and he had genuinely really connected with my kids, and he was not the kind of man that was just be nice to them to get to me. It was very genuine, and that was one of the things that I really loved about him. That was something that stood out about him versus other men that I had dated, was he really embraced the fact that I had children because he wanted children. And so, he was talking, my lease was going to be ending very soon, which is why I went ahead and moved in with my person that became my ex. We started living together, and I told my husband, I was like, hey, it's so embarrassing to them. I was like, I need a place to stay because my lease is ending, and I just broke up with my boyfriend, and even if it's just for a couple of weeks, it's okay. Just want to look for, somewhere else, because I had planned on needing to find somewhere else. And he was saying, well, if you're going to live with me, it's going to be as my wife, not as my girlfriend. And I was like, well, how spontaneous are you? And he laughed, and he said, very spontaneous. So then I was like, right. So we started entertaining the idea of getting married. Learning quickly that everything.
That's how she got with her husband. Now, once she came out with saying what happened to her daughter, a lot of people were saying that she was ignoring her children, her daughters at the time. And I'm going to play this trigger warning. If this bothers you, trigger warning, you know what to do, you can come back. But here we go.
About that, definitely. I stayed in situations much longer than I had to because I had children in those situations. So I understand the struggle with that, definitely. But you know, there's that saying, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when you'll make a change, and that's very true. So it's just all about whenever you have the courage to do that. Sorry if my house is noisy in the background. I don't know how much you all can hear, but there's so many of us that it's just like that. So if you hear stuff in the background, just act like you don't. What else do you want to talk about? I don't even know what to talk about. I stayed in situations much longer than I had to because...
Yeah. So a lot of people were downplaying her. Now, when the niece came out, she deleted the video. Well, no, she didn't. When the niece came out and was speaking about the husband, I want to give y'all background before we go into this affidavit. This is what the niece had to say, and then I'm going to jump into what ICE's response was to her before we get into the court documents.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dee, and I am the niece of the trophy wife's husband. Now, I know you know who the trophy wife is because she's been going up and down my timeline for the last couple of days. Her name is Isis, or Paloma, which is her real name. This lady is completely insane. Let's just start from there. Background story. Her and my uncle.
Okay, ain't got music, but we're gonna move on to.
I always think that they're bad guys because it goes both ways. And I am a mother of a black little boy. So, for me, I can understand why she would want to cover up for her son, but at the same time, me personally, if my son is doing anything like that and I have other kids, I want to get him the best help possible away from his siblings until he is confirmed better. And I know he's no longer a threat to the other kids in the house, because you can't just sit over there and single out one kid and be like, oh, I'm going to protect this one, but whatever happens to the other ones just happens. That's not okay. And then you want to sit over here and portray to these women out here that...
Now, before I finish, she's basically saying what other people have been going down the rabbit hole, talking to people that know her, has been saying, that Isis and her husband, they both are very aggressive, very nasty, with allegations and going back and forth to court. And that's how they get down and nasty with each other. When their arguments start, it's very, very, very out of control. But let's continue.
Oh, it's okay to be a trophy wife. Just go for that rich man type deal. No, how about go get your own money? How about stop, please, ladies, please, stop waiting on a man to fulfill your life financially, spiritually, emotionally, all this other extra stuff, and find your own way. Do that. Because when you find your own way and you know your self-worth and you know what you are capable of and what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate, then the good man will come find you. But until you know your self-worth, you're just going to keep picking up anything off the street and being like, oh, okay, he got a little bit of money in his pocket, so he going to treat me right. No. Because the one thing that you don't realize is that man that has that money, he's also got a little brain in his head too. So he also is already aware of these women that's coming out here to do these things to him or try.
Now, she ain't lying, because you got to think, he told her she could move in. But then again, you gotta think he already knew what it was because she jumped the gun. I'm just saying, Isis didn't pay attention. He knew what his motive was. But let's continue.
To trap him in these ways just for money or attention or the clout or whatever. Like, come on. We are in 2024, about to be 2025. Why are we still doing these same little tricks? Somebody needs to be teaching y'all how to make your own money, how to get your own way. So then that way, when you do find that good man with a lot of money, then y'all can build together instead of sitting over there waiting for him to give you an allowance or whatever.
Now, that's what she had to say. So we got back to Isis. And I was like, oh, okay, so we're going to play the video, and then we're back more commentary.
Here fast enough when I heard people were trying to blame my son. I couldn't get on here fast enough. I thought I heard someone who I've never met in my life coming on here trying to blame my son. Someone whom I've never met in my life trying to come on here and blame my son for the sick and disgusting things that my daughter's father was doing. This is not a game.
I hate they got the music playing, y'all. But a lot of people done took down some of the originals. If you want to go look for them on TikTok. She did go off on that lady, but I'm still trying to figure out how she know your business if it's not a game.
This is not a game. How dare you? How dare you blame this on an innocent child? You talk about you got proof? You have proof? I've got proof right here. Right here. Show me your paperwork. You talk about I am saying something different than when I was in court. Honey, you weren't even there.
Oh, we gonna get into the divorce and the allegations.
Seeing you in my life is not very good. Oh my gosh. Y'all want to see my protective order? Y'all want to see my protective order right here? I'm going to cover my daughter's name. In the case of a vulnerable adult and a minor child, a relative, there is a preponderance of the evidence to believe that the respondent committed the fault.
Now, first of all, Isis messed up her case. And a lot of people saying, well, why he's not in jail? She messed it up. I'm going to tell you why. Isis wasn't supposed to give too much detail about her case. It's still an ongoing case. It's still an investigation. It is still open. And I think that's why Isis is rebranded and haven't said nothing about it. But let's continue.
Following acts of abuse, statutory abuse of a child, R word or a statutory S offense. Father has been coming into two-year-old and 4-year-old daughters' rooms and SAing them. This is from the judge. There's the case number. It matches the records. There's the proof. I'm done. That's all. I'm done.
Well, let's get into the proof. Let's see. So I saw people can get the court documents. Now, at first, you could not get the court documents at first. Yes, it is in Maryland. They are in Maryland. Let's see which one this is. Now, this is the appeal for, they had an appeal. And this was of 12/6/2004. This is recent. Let's see. I should have fixed that, but hold on. Let me take that off. Oh, no, that's the court, ain't it? Yeah, that's the location. We're going to leave that here. Now, this one is the domestic violence. Let me see if I can go back to where I showed y'all. Let me see. Because domestic violence has been filed a lot. This is a divorce decree. We're going to get into that. Let me see if I can. Oh, yeah. I didn't want to get too much detail of it. Let me make sure I got everything, y'all, because I just put it on here and I didn't um do everything right. So it was make sure I got it right, y'all. Okay, this is now. This isn't her husband's first divorce. Let's start there. Basically, the first and two divorces that he filed against the wives. No, the wives filed against him. Now, Paloma didn't try to get in contact to see why the divorce. I would have tried to talk to the wives, get the ex-wives, and figure out what was going on. She didn't have a discussion with them. Y'all, I lost connection. I'm on my iPad. This is the divorce that he filed on the 26th of September. Okay. It says divorce absolute. Also, there had their appearances, and they supposed to go to court for the child abuse case and the divorce and everything. I think they're all trying to tie it up. Is February 7th, family magistrate at court, docket court. Okay. That's where it's supposed to go. I hope that's not the folks' address. I'm sorry, y'all. It don't look like it, but I hope not. I'm not trying to dox nobody. Um, but this is the thing with the divorce, domestic violence that was also put in last year that they had against each other, where it says court orders shall not abuse, shall not contact, shall stay away from school, shall not reside into residence. Okay. Y'all can go look this up. It's with Maryland County. There's been some written ever since all these allegations came out. Now the allegations came out last month before Thanksgiving. So you see there was some attorney appearances, there's some waivers, there's some purported documents, motion to leave where he had to leave, supporting it's a lot going on and they're still fighting. So a lot of people are saying, hey, you know, hey, well, he didn't get arrested. Okay, so we just read why. We just read why. It's going to take a while. This is probably what they're doing. And maybe he did have his lawyer say not to arrest and do a further investigation. His lawyer might have representing him said those things. We're just going to be honest. A lot of people want to compare it to, let's compare it to, Law and Order SVU. Same thing, different set. Let's put it that way. To me, it seems like he's fighting to say I didn't do those things. That's what he's fighting for. But he's also trying to fight for it to say she abused me. Now, this is where the witness come in, y'all. A lot of people saying they don't give a darn when they get to arguing who is in the crossfire, and they use the churn. Meaning, when they get to the nitty gritty, that's what they do. Allegedly, I'm not sure. Allegedly, Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? That sound familiar, don't it? Don't it really sound familiar? But let's go back to Paloma. We're gonna go into everything else because my what you call about that. That's what they're saying. She's now rebranding and she has money. Now, from what I heard, she has left the home. First, they showed that he left the home and she has left the home. This is his third marriage. This is her second, I believe, second marriage or first marriage. So it says a lot. I feel like Paloma, first of all, she did right by leaving with her children. I give her that. Second, Paloma didn't cry when she found out to me. And I hear a lot of people say this, and I agree. She didn't cry. I felt like she said, dang, they got my money, but my kids are more important. And that's what we got. Now she's rebranding. They have to go to court. They went to court already. I don't know what all happened. I didn't read that far into it, but I am going to do more research, and we are going to come back with this. But they do have a court date because they went Friday. Now, let me tell you something. I wanted to get more information, but to be honest with you, the court updates their stuff probably Monday morning. That's just what they do. Usually it's after 5 o'clock. Sometimes I'm going to the system till 8, and it goes into Monday. But we will go get more into that, and they got to go back in court by next month. So we want to revisit this because all of this is going to tie to the divorce. I'm not sure. I believe he will get arrested if they find any evidence of anything. But I hope she is taking them children. I know CPS is in her business, like front door center. Not only that, CPS is in her business. The children have to go to therapy. And you know, that's the same thing that Brianna was trying to say with, oh, she felt the abuse and she's seen the youngest daughter saw the abuse and all this, the abuse and all of this and stuff. And she tried to put that baby in therapy. Now, if Paloma put her children in therapy because of what happened, it would help her case. But her speaking on her case is not going to work. Brianna decided to put her child in therapy because she wanted the child support. We're not going to lie and say she didn't. She wanted child support. There you have it. I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here because my iPad is dying. These women are the same to me. They are the same because when you open your door to share your life, you do not have to share everything. They're the same because Paloma, they're saying allegedly Paloma and her now soon-to-be ex-husbands are looking for their victims. Another victim. Same with Brianna. They said if Brianna wasn't pregnant, she'll have another victim. I believe it. Rose, Brett is her victim, and she's a victim to him. It's just gonna say it. They all met these men quick, married them, and procreated. That's exactly what they did. And now it's very toxic. The only thing is Rose is sitting here, coming on here and saying she missed her man with a black eye, or trying to do whatever the children ain't eating. The two oldest boys sharing burritos. It's a mess. It's a darn mess. To where Brett said he didn't really. Brett said it. He didn't like them kids. He didn't want them kids that she got. He didn't like them kids like that. And she told him, yeah, he said it. He don't like them. He don't like them kids. He don't like you either, girl. Let's just be honest. He's about tired of you. You go online, we see your booty hole on live. You get drunk. He don't like you. Same with Paloma. He used the money and knew she had nowhere to stay, and he preyed on that and procreated kids with her. But he did not procreate kids with the other two wives, which a lot of people say that is very interesting because Paloma did come out to say that he SA'd her. And a lot of people saying, okay, well, the children part of the SA, but she put this man on the pedestal still and still kept safe face and became her downfall. And she started talking about women who, you know, had hair on their arms and stuff. And it's just like a lot of stuff bit her in the butt. And it sucks. Brianna, same way. She met this man. She thought, oh, he got money. We got this together. He's a Tubi movie or actor. Let me have his kids. The man sat there specifically told her he tried to get his career off the ground. He don't want no darn kids. But what did she do as she always do? Oh, well, I'm going to have the children to keep him in the life. They're all the same to me. Just Paloma gets more of a grace than Brianna and Rose. You want me to tell you why? Because Paloma took the necessary steps. Now, would she have taken the necessary steps if her kids didn't get hurt? You know, to keep her lifestyle, she wouldn't have. If her kids weren't in a victim, I don't believe Paloma, just to keep her lifestyle, when they all wanted a lifestyle, I mean, let's just be honest, I don't think she would have. But because her children said, Mommy, he did this to me, that put her in a point of, I got to do what I got to do. This lifestyle ain't worth it. That's just what I got. Hey, Kari. And I feel like that's just what came with it. I don't think Paloma would have left her husband in her lifestyle. Now, he was putting his hands on her. She didn't leave. That was a lifestyle. Same with Brianna. Brianna had a lifestyle with Janelle. There are red carpets. She can work the room that people that know people. She can. That was her lifestyle. That is the lifestyle he gave her. Whether she's paying for him or not, she was paying for that lifestyle. With Rose, oh, I get to travel. This my white king got me a Range Rover. That was a Range Rover lie. That's the lifestyle. She could push him over. So they all had a lifestyle agenda. They all had their ways where they brought it to social media, and now social media is judging them. So they got into these quick male-centered relationships, and it became toxic. Just one left sooner than the other. One got left, and the other one's still sitting there, and he feeling like he can't leave her because she got a mental problem. We have seen Rose crash out. We have seen Rose drink a whole bottle of wine. We have seen Rose not put that baby down, and I'm still trying to figure out why she took that baby over there to the granddaddy. And when I seen granddaddy in the wheelchair, I say, Rose, you wrong for that. Oh, he went his grandpa. Why would you send that young baby with the baby that Brett is holding? She sent that baby with the granddaddy in the wheelchair. Granddaddy's sick. He's trying to get his health together and live his best life. Why are you sending that child over there? I wouldn't have. I would have. You had more chance of sending him with your daddy or Janata or your stepmama than to send him over there with that man. That man is old, baby. That man is probably in his about to be 70, about to hit 70s. He is older than your parents. That man probably wanted to take a trip with his wife, and you dropped that baby off. See what I'm saying? It be messed like that. So when y'all got mad at Tasha K, first of all, I want y'all to apologize to Tasha K, because one thing, Tasha K did not lie when she told Rose how she felt. Tasha K didn't lie, and she wasn't trying to misunderstand Rose. She called Rose out, and there's one thing I can say about her. I give her brownie points with that, because she sat there and told us who Rose was, and Rose showed us, and she had every right to go off on that girl. She did. Now we seeing why. So listen, my thing about to die. I hope you guys enjoy your night. Don't forget, I might come tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. I might pop up on here on live before I go to work. We are doing baddies. You know what? If y'all want me to do Love and Marriage Huntsville and Bell Collective, I will. We'll go on live and we'll discuss it behind the scenes and the stuff that's going on, because baby, they say baby, I watched it, and Martell said that Marceau was cheating on Letitia, and Letitia cheated on Marceau in college, allegedly. And that's why she accepts Marceau cheating. He said, I'm telling you what he said. I don't know how true it is. That's what he said on the show. So, y'all want me to do a recap on that episode? I will do it. It's a hot mess. I'm not sure how this gonna go because everybody feel like Mel is being problematic because of Maurice being in jail. I don't think so because they drag. I'm not finna lie. I'm finna keep it real. They did drag her when her and Martell was going through a divorce and he got caught cheating and having a baby. So, hold on. And with Latricia or Letitia, whatever her name is, she did go to Martell's house, but it wasn't just Martell's house. That was Mel in Martell's house. All right, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. I hope you guys enjoy your rest of your Saturday morning. I will see you guys later. But today, Sunday morning. Sunday now. Oh, my God. I will see you guys later on today. Shout out to my mom. Happy heavenly birthday, lady. And I wish she was here to celebrate. But you know what? I'm going to do another live before I get ready to go take me a nap and go to work. I will see you guys later. Enjoy your Sunday. I know you're going to get up, wash your tail, brush your teeth to go to church, or you're going to wash your tail, brush your teeth to go to brunch, or go to the store and cook for Sunday dinner. I hope it's good. I hope y'all let me know in the comments after we end this live what y'all cooking for dinner. I want to know. Sunday dinner is the best dinner. I was just talking to my sister about that. And how it's one of the things for us as a community to sit down and have a conversation, and I love it. So, have a great morning. I will see you guys later. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Bye.